Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Today, we want to talk about relationships. We want to talk a bit about what you can do when you really feel that someone has broken your heart and you're trying to repair or heal that relationship, but you're not really sure how to do that. And I've experienced this myself where I felt so much grief and loss, and I didn't know how to deal with it. I didn't know what to do. So, this will be the topic for today. And my name is Patricia. I'm a certified life coach. And if you're new to my channel, then I'm super happy that you're here with me today. Have a look into my channel. There are so many topics that can support you. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. And with this, I'd say, let's go. So, what we are looking into today is if you have a broken heart. Now, when we are talking about relationships, this can be all kind, right? It can be from your partner because he or she has somehow, you broke up, you don't have any trust anymore, it's gone. It can even be that it's from the past, like really the past, from family. It can be your friend. It can be all sort of people, relationships that have ended and left you in a cold state or in a cold kind of place. And this is a really a personal message, I think, because I went through this many, many times. And see, there's one thing I really realized, and it's the topic of, let's say, in a spiritual room, we tend to say you can heal everything from within. And I believe until a certain amount, this is totally correct. You know, I do believe that you need to understand why you entered that kind of relationship. Okay, this doesn't work if you have family, for example, and you know you're just there. You didn't choose it actively, even though there is another theory out there for that. But let's assume that you chose a kind of a partner and somehow it didn't work out, and now you are in this state of grief, of loss, because you invested your time. You feel somehow you just feel the loss and you don't know how to deal with that, right? And I used to think that you can deal with it yourself. I used to believe that that works to heal yourself. And for the main, or for a big chunk, I would say that's still correct. Now there is a new, I came to a new conclusion. And I don't know if this helps you or not, if you're at this stage already. But what I can see now is that relationships are built in a community, or in a being together with someone, exploring the world, life together. And you cannot really do that as a loner, okay? You cannot really start to trust again if there is no one next to you open up to. I think that when you really want to heal your broken heart, then you can do a hell lot of work yourself. And if you're in the beginning stages, then go and check out my other videos for that one, because this one is already in, let's say, a bit a more advanced level, in a sense that this already goes together with you are good on your own, you have what you need to feel safe from within, you have you have the self-love, okay? You're working on yourself, you know your self-worth, you have quite a good self-esteem, you know where your life is going, or you have some kind of idea how this is going to look like. And even if what I just mentioned doesn't work for you, but you have another kind of idea on how life should be, and you're happy with that, like from really deep within. And I'm not talking about here, does it look good? I'm talking about, does it satisfy you? And if the answer is yes, that's great, right? So I started with this process a while ago, and I realized, I cannot really heal something that actually needs a partner with, right? I cannot do that on my own. I need my partner's help in order to really experience this trust and this love again, so I can start fresh. And that is something that you cannot really do by yourself, okay? Like those kind of state where you're looking on yourself and you're viewing your life, and you see like, okay, here I have something to do, here I have something to do, and all of it is actually fine, and you have to do that. See, we all have to do that, but at one point, when you actually feel ready, there will be a point where you have to open up even more, because you gotta let someone in where you can trust again, where you can feel safe again. And it's my personal view that when you feel safe from within, when you're not looking out for someone else to give you everything they have because you are not able to give it to yourself, and I mean with that like some kind of safety. I mean with that some kind of maybe even securities, financial securities. I mean, when you feel that you are strong from within, however that may look like, then you're ready to actually make a next step. You're ready to explore the world again, because you did the work you had to from the start, from the scratch. And once this process of healing is done, you actually move into the next healing process. While we are always healing, right? We are always in the process of processing something, right? There is a daily life going on, and you have processes, right? Someone hurted you, someone hurted your feelings. You gotta understand what's going on. So it's a daily process. It's not only your grief, let's say, for example, or your loss. It's also what surrounds you, what is in your life, right? And it takes time. It takes time. And once you're ready, once you feel safe from within, you can start understanding, okay, well, now I may have to open up again. Now I'm trying out something new. I'm trying to meet new people. I'm trying to get into more contact with people. You see, if you are shutting down because you feel like this person has hurted me so much, I will now never be able to trust anyone anymore, then you are putting yourself back because of one person who failed in being here for you. And I believe that's something that needs to be worked on, and that's something that actually your partner can help you with. So when you are going out and you are finding someone you can actually trust, and who is safe from within, and who is a reliable partner or whatever you're seeking, then you can actually start this healing process and being together with someone and really start to see, huh, I can even open up more, and more. I realized there is actually not really an end to this. You can open up to a person in so many different layers, in so many different ways, and that is the real satisfaction on the end, right? Because you see that there is something more possible, maybe even more than before. And if you wouldn't have had this big grief, then would you be capable in having or feeling that? Maybe not, you see? Because sometimes this grief and this process of loss and heartbreak and all these kind of really tense emotions, they're here to guide you, and they're not here to, let's say, only be painful and you know, being just, let's say, mean might not be the right word, but they're here, or life is here to show and to guide you in which direction you should go. And usually human beings are not going that way just because they should do that, or it would be the right direction. We usually do what is comfortable, right? What we know, we consider. What we don't know, it's kind of So maybe now you're even looking out for a total different partner or a total different friend who has a different view, has a different perspective. I have met after my heartbreak so many different people, and I would have most probably never been interacting with those people because I wasn't open to that. I wasn't open to have such a different experience. And then you start to learn, they have a different perspective. Okay, what can I learn here? And then you get together and you both learn, you both grow. And that's something that can only happen when you really feel deep within that you are safe, and now this other person feels safe as well and doesn't have like any of these let's say anxious attachments. I shot another video on that one about the different attachment styles. And when you are going into a relationship like that, that is actually where you grow. That is, for at least me, what excites me, when you see, hey, our relationship is growing, but it's not growing because only of me, it's growing because you want it, I want it, and together we make something out of this. Okay, there is some kind of pull that we can see, that we are growing together. We are doing the same things, but it's really on a heart level, right? So I really felt that I want to share my own experience here. Let me know, how has a heartbreak been for you? How did you deal with a heartbreak? Did you realize that there is not really much that you cannot heal from? Sounds so crappy when you're in that stage, right? It sounds awful, I know. But the knowing that you can heal, and the only thing you really have to do when you feel that grief, that loss, is about letting go, and letting go of people who are at this moment not good for your life, or not good for you, and understanding when to let go and giving it space. And see, it's not about never again and something like that. No, you make room, you make space. And don't forget, it's not about giving them space, it's about giving you space. Giving you space to heal understanding that this person may not be the right one for me, letting it go, see where life takes you next, being open, being responsible for yourself, and see the pleasure again, see what is out there. Having a laugh with someone and enjoying the process. Sounds hard, I know. But sometimes, there are so many good things coming when we are just accepting how it is right now, knowing this is only temporary and it will get better, it will change because you change. And when you change, everything changes. You see? I wish you a very lovely evening, and I'd say leave me a comment below. Let me know how this video made you feel. And with this,